Yes, I typically have a 3-quart pot, but I'm trying to drop some weight, so should have left that in the cozy. Always want to make sure you don't transfer that over. So all I'm going to do is put the fire out with the water. Okay. Like I said, we're getting out here trying out gear, and you learn lessons. Like I did learn one. I'm going to make sure this is on. Sometimes I can't tell with my road with the sunlight. So yeah, we're on. You never want to keep. I learned today, don't ever want to keep your all your fire gear in one location. I was starting to panic there, thought I didn't have anything to light my alcohol stove with. Then I remembered I moved it in my pack. Try to have something on your person and a couple different locations in your pack so you can resort back to the other if the one's missing, broken, stolen, etc., etc. So I'm going to get this water boiling here for our little chat with some coffee, probably do some ramen noodles. I'm going to set up a place to sit. In the meantime, then we'll get some more yapping done. Alrighty, I just said earlier it's about 5 degrees out, -5 Fahrenheit with the wind chill. We only came back in about a half a mile today. This deep of snows. It got a little bit better as we went, but at the beginning, it was pretty rough. One of the biggest things I remember, you sweat, you die, and I did break a little bit of a sweat, so we're going to stop, take some of this heavier stuff off. So, but I was mentioning earlier about that shelter back there with that blowdown, and to remember that. The reason I'm bringing that up today, I'm a subscriber to quite a few different YouTube channels, including one with Tinny from Mini Bull Design. And I just happened to see what he had up for store. So I flipped on his channel and he had a new video out discussing bushcrafters. I just got into bushcrafting not very long ago, but I've always practiced woodmanship over the years as a kid, be it Boy Scout, the military, etc. Also new into backpacking, camped a lot over the years, but it's all a combination of one. I don't tell anyone how to hike their hike, how to do their bushcraft, how to camp, how to do anything. You know, I'm here with some suggestions, tips I've learned from being out here. A lot of times they're by mistake, trial by error. That's what we're out here doing today. But he kind of offended me today with his video. If you guys want to take time to watch, it's up to you. But he more or less saying that there's no place for bushcrafters along the AT. The reason being is we tend to destroy the environment. We're out there cutting down all these live trees and setting up shelters, etc., etc. Well, I could be out here right now cutting some trees up, making a shelter, but I wouldn't have to. I had that shelter over there. Well, firewood. I'm surrounded by wood right now. I could start a fire, but I choose not to because I don't need to. I'm not freezing. I don't need it to warm my water, so I'm not going to. But just to come out and stereotype all bushcrafters or people out there that are destroying the wilderness is kind of naive. There's a lot of people out there that destroy our environment. One of the ones you see me complaining about a lot of times are the ones that tear up the grounds on their four-wheelers. I have no problem with people with four-wheelers. I'd like to own one sometime. But still, you got to respect people's property, stick to the trails, don't destroy all the everything else that's out there. And then there's hikers that don't follow, that leave no trace behind. I always try to leave the woods better than what I found it when I'm in here. So there may be times I might set some of the wood that I don't use off to the side for myself or somebody else that might be out here just practicing the same skills that I'm doing today. So just to stereotype and blanket everyone out there that bushcrafters are wrong, I'm sorry, that's wrong. So, but you know, I'm still going to watch his videos. He has a lot of good stuff out there. He's really knowledgeable when it comes to the alcohol stoves. He's the one that got me into the alcohol stoves. So don't think I'm out there bashing Tinny. I just didn't like the fact he was sort of bashing the bushcrafters. I don't know if he intentionally meant to or not, but I was getting that impression. So I haven't been keeping tabs of the alcohol stove, but it seems like it's getting hot already. It doesn't take very long to heat up, but But that's my soapbox for the day. I did bring my Weatherling's axe with me, but we're not going to mess with it. I have my Enzo trapper knife swung around my shoulder here like I showed you in my prior video. Maybe the lighting's a little bit better today. Camo. He's been showing a lot of people the chest mount. I prefer it down here. It's just my personal feeling, you know, like, hey, he's not telling us how to wear a knife, and I'm not telling you how to wear. This is just what I like. You know, some people wear a neck knife. Personally, I feel the neck knife gets in my way. If I'm bending down trying to do some sort of task, it's when there's a chance I can catch it on something. So I choose not to wear it that way. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video for now. And I'll get back to you once we get some coffee poured and some more water boiling for the noodles. So, catch you later. Now to conserve on water, I went ahead and threw some snow in what was left of the water, and it dissolved almost immediately with the hot water. So that's another tip for you, if you didn't already know that. So a lot of stuff you guys already know. This is just for those new bushcrafters out there, woodsmen, younger generation, and older generations really never got out here. And it's a good thing I had, that's their fire source. My matches, for some reason, they strike anywhere, just are not cooperating. I don't know if my safety strip I have on my tanner is just damp or something, but it just would not light them, so I had to go to my light my fire. So, and I almost thought I didn't have it. It was buried. So that's something you got to really pay attention to. So, yeah, here it is. I want to come up with another game plan to keep that readily available and grab another one. While we're sitting here waiting for the water to come to boil to make supper, give you a little review on something. You probably saw this fall on my pack earlier. I did have one of those weather alert radios from Radio Shack. I paid 20 bucks. They were on clearance. I found out why, and I saw some bad reviews, but I always like to be the judge of stuff before I let somebody else tell me what's bad and what's good. Sometimes. I'm learning, trust me. I've done a lot of reviews, especially on this camera, before I bought it and some other things. But I picked up this Midland little NOAA radio, weighs ounces if anything. It just has either local right now and live stream, or I can put it on to alert. That way, if I'm out backpacking or bushcrafting, there's a tornado or thunderstorm warning coming in, or a blizzard warning, I have some sort of advance warning, so I can make arrangements to either get my ass out of Dodge or to start making a significant shelter that's going to sustain me and get water and fuel gathered up, etc., etc. So that's why I got this. I ended up getting this at Dunham's, $16. They were on clearance, but I did some reading up on these before I went and bought it, and these are supposed to be pretty decent. Not a lot of electronics to worry about on that one. The other one I had every warning you can think of, alphanumeric and temperature, and that. It was just too many bells and whistles, and it weighed too damn much. So I think whenever we leave here, since I'm going to have to go downhill, I might just beat feet down right over this hill here where I'm at now. It'll take me down to the road. There'll be a little less walking, and I don't have to worry about falling on my ass too much. I'll just carry the shoes with me. I had to take them off initially when I started up into here. I got so far up, it was fine, but then they just started sliding. So that's the only drawback with these traditionals. Other than that, they're doing good. I haven't been catching, and I think a lot of that is because today I had to really take my time because the snow is that deep. So seeing a few trats out here. This is really going to affect the turkey and the deer population. So hopefully they're calling for another couple inches of snow this week. Hopefully it doesn't hurt them too much. So alright guys, I'm going to shut my mouth for now, and I'll get back to you when I got something to show you, or something like some of you might think a little more important to talk about. So